Here's something most people don't realize. A beautiful old age doesn't happen by luck. It's not about money, it's not about perfect health, and it's definitely not about having everything figured out. It's built, quietly, through small habits. The kind you don't think twice about today, but one day they become the reason your life feels peaceful or heavy. And the scary part? Most people ignore them until it's too late. Think about this. You've probably seen two types of older people. One who feels calm, content, grounded. They enjoy simple things. They don't seem bitter about the past. And then there's the other, always complaining, regretful, stuck in what they should have done. Same age, different life experience. What created that difference? Not one big decision, small habits repeated for years. Let's start with something simple. Taking care of your body, just a little, every day. Not extreme workouts, not strict diets, just small things. Going for a walk, drinking more water, sleeping on time. It sounds basic, but here's what people don't realize. When you ignore your body for years, it doesn't just affect your health, it affects your freedom. In old age, freedom is everything. The freedom to walk without pain, to move without depending on others, to enjoy your day without constant discomfort. And that freedom? It's built today, not later. Another habit that quietly changes everything, learning to let go. Most people carry things for too long. Old arguments, regrets, things people said years ago. At first it feels normal, but over time it becomes weight, and the older you get, the heavier it feels. You see, people who age beautifully, they don't hold on to everything. They forgive faster. They move on quicker. They don't waste years replaying the same story, because they understand something simple. Peace is more valuable than being right. Now here's one that hits deeper. Staying connected. Not just scrolling, not just liking posts. Real connection. Talking to people, spending time with family, checking in on friends. Because loneliness doesn't suddenly appear in old age. It builds slowly, through years of, "I'll call later. I'm too busy. I'll meet them some other time." And then, one day, there's no one left to call. People who feel happiest later in life didn't wait for connection. They maintained it, even when life got busy, even when it felt inconvenient. Another powerful habit, having something to look forward to. This could be anything, a hobby, a small routine, learning something new. Because without it, life starts to feel repetitive. Wake up, eat, sleep. That's it. But when you have something, even small, your mind stays alive. You stay curious, you stay engaged, and that energy, it shows. You've seen older people who still have that spark. This is why. They never stopped growing. Now let's talk about something most people avoid, your relationship with yourself. If you spend your whole life being hard on yourself, constantly comparing, always feeling behind, never feeling enough, that doesn't magically go away with age. It gets louder. But people who age with peace, they build a different habit. They learn to be on their own side. They stop trying to impress everyone. They stop chasing approval. They accept who they are. And that changes everything. Because in the end, you spend your whole life with yourself. If that relationship isn't strong, nothing else can fully fix it. And here's a small habit that's easy to miss. Gratitude. Not the forced kind, not writing 10 things you don't feel, just noticing. A quiet morning, a good meal, a simple conversation. Life doesn't suddenly become more meaningful later. You just become better at seeing it. And the earlier you practice this, the richer your life feels at any age. So if you step back and look at all this, it's not complicated. Move your body a little, let things go. Stay connected, keep growing. Be kind to yourself. Notice the good. Simple habits, but repeated for years, they shape your entire experience of life. Here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Old age doesn't create who you are. It reveals who you've been becoming, quietly, daily, through small choices. So don't wait. Don't tell yourself you'll figure it out later. Start small. Maybe tonight, go for a short walk, message someone you haven't talked to in a while, or just sit quietly and reflect. One small step, that's all it takes to begin. Because a beautiful life later is built by what you do today. Let's improve, one habit at a time.